going on, you guys? I am Mitchell with Mitchell's Lawn Care, located here in High Point, North Carolina. Thank you for tuning into the channel today, and thank you for coming back for another episode of the Jobber Tutorials. This will be episode number 5, and this one is all about expenses and expense reports. How to enter them, how to set them up, how to print an Excel sheet, yada yada yada. So this is all about expenses and expense reports. Good knowledge and stuff to have for tax time and knowing what is going out the door with your business. Alrighty, so let's not waste any time. Let's dive right into this. Okay, so right here, this is the home screen. Okay, by now we should all be very familiar with this. I have talked about this in previous episodes. Episodes 1 through 4 will be down in the description of this video. Alrighty, so now expenses. You have spent money on whatever it is for your business. That is an expense, and you want to keep track of those expenses so you can do your taxes later on for tax write-offs. Okay, so right over here on the left column under Get Started, we're going to go all the way down under Work, and then you will see Expenses right there on the left. Okay, so let's click on Expenses. Now, I have already entered in these three. That way we can have an expense report. Okay, you can't have an expense report without expenses, right? So I went ahead and did these. Okay, made up some dates, and I want to show you how to enter an expense. Now, top right corner, you will see a green button right there that says New Expense. Let's click on New Expense. It's going to bring up a separate window. This is where you enter in your expense. So let's do one together. All right, the date, we're going to back up a little bit and go to February random 8th. Alrighty, and item name. Alrighty, let's say you just bought some wheat straw. This is a green industry, but again, use can be for whatever industry you're in, glass cleaner, whatever. Okay, and let's say we got it from ABC Seed Incorporated. You can do whatever you want. Right here, you can put grass seed and then details, however, you can do this however you want. Under item name, I always chose to write the company that I got it from, the business, whatever, and then details is where I wrote out what I actually got, the details of that expense. Okay, so from ABC Seed Incorporated, I made up company, I got, let's say, let's just say 10 to keep it easy, 10 bales of wheat straw. Okay, total, if you've got your receipt in your hand, okay, let's say the bales are $5 a piece. 5 times 10 would be 50 on that receipt. Okay, now right here you could select, is it reimbursable, whatever. So if one of your employees has spent something and you have to reimburse them, you would do this. You would just select reimburse to John Smith. It'll keep track of that, but this is a non-reimbursable item. If you want to pair it up with a job, you could also do that. I only have one active job right now, in this demo account. So if I wanted it to be for Mr. John Feskew's basic loan service, job number 6, I could select that. Okay, but for purposes of demo, we're just going to leave it blank. Now, here's the kicker. Accounting code. We all know when it comes time to do taxes, certain expenses fall in certain categories. Okay, so what I do in the green industry, 10 bales of wheat straw, if I use that for a job, that's going to be a cost of good. Okay, so I have already entered in a bunch of these accounting codes, but you may be asking, well, Mitchell, how do I do that? I'm going to show you how, but I went ahead and entered in a bunch of these. Okay, and this is stuff that would be categorized whenever you do your taxes. So wheat straw falls under cost of goods. Okay, and that's it. Voila, you've entered in an expense. Save it. Okay, so you'll see ABC Seed Incorporated, 10 bales of wheat straw. Accounting code was cost of goods. February 8th, 2021, 50 bucks. Okay, let's do a couple more a little bit quicker. Okay, we're going to go back to February 16th. Item name. So let's just say Goodyear and 4 tires for trailer. Total, let's just say 800, non-reimbursable. The job, it doesn't matter. And then accounting code, we're going to do maintenance and repairs, okay, because we're maintaining our trailer. And save. Okay, so you'll see it right there. Goodyear, 4 tires, date February 16th for $800. Let's do another one real quick. Okay, March 4th, item name. And this is where we're going to enter an accounting code because I don't think it on there. So let's say it's a charitable or a donation. Okay, so let's just say the American Heart Association. Okay, we're just going to type donation, $100, non-reimbursable. It's not attached to a job. And the accounting code, okay, we don't see charity or donation on here, okay? So this is where I'm going to show you how to enter that, okay? So let's go ahead and cancel, okay? Now, when it comes time to do the accounting code, you want to go over here to settings, okay? Right here under expense tracking is where you want to click, okay? Expense tracking. Now, it says right here, record expenses for each job and categorize them by creating account codes. I should have prefaced this with, this is only for the Connect and Grow plan feature. If you don't have the Connect or Grow plan, you're not going to be able to do this, okay? So, right here is all of the accounting codes that I entered earlier that you saw come up in that Dropbox, alrighty? But we wanted to enter in charity. So, new code, okay, right here at the bottom, let's type charity donation, okay? You're gonna save it and you'll see it right here at the bottom. Now, with Jobber, once you back out of the screen and go back to enter an expense, this will automatically be alphabetized, okay? As you can see right here, C, D, E, F, and so on. It's alphabetized. It's not right now, but it will do it automatically, okay? So let's go back to the left, hit expenses, okay? Now let's do our charitable donation to the American Heart Association. Okay, that was March the 16th, American Heart Association. This was a donation of $100 and the accounting code, and you'll see it right there at the top, charity donation. Select that. Now, if you're one that wants to put in your receipts and all that stuff to where you have a receipt tied with this, I just kept mine in a folder separately if needed for audit, but if you have them on your computer, you can do that right here, okay? If you have it, scanned in as a file, you can put that receipt into your expense right here, okay? So let's save it, and you'll see right there, American Heart Association, donation, charity, the date, $100. Now, normally when it comes time to do taxes, you're going to have way more expenses than this, okay? So it would be more of a wow factor right now, okay? But I have only entered in 6 for the purpose of this demo, but this is enough to create an expense report, okay? So, come tax time, you will go over here to reports, right here under get started, clients work, come down to reports. You're going to click on that, and all the way over here on the right hand side by itself, you will see expenses, all tracked expenses and their details. So let's click there, and right here is your overview, okay? So this is going to list this. It defaults to the last 30 days, okay? So that's probably why you're seeing just $100 and not everything else, okay? But here is all of your accounting codes, okay? The one we just entered, charity, contract labor, cost of goods. This is just some stuff I've made up for my business, okay? Things that I like to keep track of, different insurances, meals, traveling, shop supplies, property tax, utilities. You can put whatever accounting codes you want in, okay? Now, for the purpose of taxes, you would need that year, okay? So go over here to entered within, custom range. You want to go back to January 1st. And if it's at the end of the year, of course, let's just go for conversation purposes, even though we didn't enter that many in. Let's go to December 31st, range of a year. And then you're going to do apply options. Now, you will see here, it has pulled up everything that we've entered, okay, and given you a grand total down at the bottom, all right? If for whatever reason you need to see all of this in a spreadsheet, scroll down at the bottom and you will see all of it right here. Now, of course, in the span of a year, you're going to have a whole lot of expenses in here, so this list could be very, very long at the bottom. It's going to show you the growth, okay, in a little graph right here. So of course, the more expenses you have, the more of the growth you'll see. And then you've got a cumulative graph right here. Okay. I always use the list. Now, like I said, if you've got a bunch of stuff right here, you could have 100, 150, 200 item names. Okay. You can click on just one. So for the purpose of this demo, cost of goods, I've got 2. So let's click on cost of goods. It highlights it and it's only going to bring up the 2. Okay. So if you need to print out a spreadsheet of just certain things, you can do that. Okay. And you can select right here, excuse me, right here, the entries. You can do 10, 25, or 50. And right here, you can select receive an Excel copy. So it will make a file that you can have an Excel spreadsheet document to print out if you need to send that to your accountant. Okay. Now, with that being said, that is pretty much how you do expenses and expense reports. It's really not that difficult, and that's how I did it. So I mirrored what my accountant wanted every year, and I just, I would generate these accounting codes based on that. So at the end of the year, all I have to do is pull up my expense report. I can plug in the numbers I need to plug in, and my taxes are done. It's very, very easy. So, and you can literally track whatever you want. And it doesn't necessarily have to be about taxes. You can, track different kinds of items. I can't think of any right off the top of my head. But, you can customize this to do exactly what you want. And that's going to be it, y'all. So that's how you do expenses and expense reports in Jobber. If you enjoyed this video and you're enjoying this series, please give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. It really helps out the YouTube algorithms and helps boost this so more people can see it, okay? If this is the 4th or 5th time that you've been tuning in for Jobber tutorials and you're not subscribed to the channel, that's the YouTube God's trying to tell you something, that it's time to subscribe. So smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know the next time that I upload a Jobber tutorial video. If you're just tuning into this and you're not a Jobber customer, a Jobber member, there's a link down in the description below that you can click. That's the ambassador referral, and you will get a 14-day free trial to Jobber. And at the end of 14 days, if you sign up for and pay for one of the 3 plans, you will get 20% off of your first 6 months. It's a really, really cool deal, and I'm very thankful that Jobber has extended that to you. Anyways, with that being said, I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and a wonderful 2021. We will see you next episode.